Hey everyone, welcome to the Octagon Channel. We're going to bring you all the latest and greatest news from the fight world, and we can't wait to get started. The PFL has a bantamweight field for the 2025 World Tournament. PFL officials announced the 135 divisional roster on Friday, which includes recent UFC competitor Jake Hadley, who has officially signed with the PFL for his chance to compete for a $500,000 grand prize. The bantamweight field also includes recent Bellator title challenger Magomed Magomedov, who lost a controversial decision to champ Patchy Mix at Bellator Paris this past May, along with 10-fight Bellator vet Leandro Higo. Others vying for the 135-pound tournament championship include undefeated fighters Sarvarjan Kamidov and Sharon Clark, Sweden's Ali Taleb, Russian competitor Kasum Kasumov, and Spain's Zebinzui Ruiz. Francesco Nussi and Mateus Matos will serve as alternates. Check out the full PFL bantamweight roster below. Ilia Topuria really was done at featherweight. That's what UFC CEO Dana White says led to Topuria vacating his title and declaring plans to move up to the lightweight division with no guarantees about what comes next for him.
He said, I've done everything I can do here. I'm ready to move up. And he vacated it. He said, I shouldn't be holding up anybody's opportunities. And, you know, it's always, I respect when guys do that. I think that he felt he had done everything with the guys that he beat. If you look at who he beat and how he beat them, right? And I don't think he loved making that weight anymore.
Topuria leaving the featherweight title behind led to a new championship bout being booked for UFC 314, where Alexander Volkanovski faces Diego Lopes in the main event. While the 145-pound division moves forward, Topuria still awaits his next assignment. As it turns out, there's no guarantee a shot against UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev is next. As much as Topuria has been calling for that opportunity, no decisions have been made just yet, or the promotion would have already announced the fight. Following the announcement that Topuria was vacating his belt to move up to lightweight, Lopes did an interview where he claimed the UFC was changing its policy to stop champions from holding onto a title when changing divisions. White rebutted that idea while explaining the pros and cons about champions chasing titles across multiple weight classes.
I think you can, defend your title. Listen, if there's a guy that thinks he can do it and wants to defend both belts and has accomplished all these great things, I would have no problem with it. But you're going to be busy.
Dustin Poirier says Ilia Topuria should get the title fight against Islam Makhachev after vacating the featherweight title. While making an appearance at Galaxy Experience Space in New York City, Poirier gave his thoughts on Topuria giving up the 145-pound title.
I mean, it's respectful. It's honorable to vacate the belt, to not hold up division where guys have been working so hard to get their shot at the title. He's doing it the right way, and I've never seen him in person, but if he can make one, everybody says he's heavy, he walks around heavy, but if he can make 145, I don't know how big he is, because some of these lightweights are huge.
The debate since White's announcement has been whether or not Topuria should get an immediate title shot against Makhachev, or if he should face another contending lightweight to prove he can hang at the top of the division. Makhachev's management team has tweeted out that they believe Topuria should face someone like Poirier, or Charles Oliveira, or someone else at the top of the division, while others believe Topuria wouldn't make this move if there wasn't some type of promise in place. If it were up to Poirier, Topuria wouldn't need a tune-up, prove your worth type of matchup.
That's tough to say, especially with all the contenders, how the lightweight division's been over the last few years. But with a guy like him, vacating the belt and moving up, finishing Max Holloway the way he did, I would give him a crack at the lightweight title right off the bat.
Dana White isn't necessarily saying that a rematch between Merab, Dvalishvili, and Sean O'Malley for the bantamweight title is next, but he's not saying it isn't either. White spoke with reporters following UFC Seattle this past Saturday and was asked about the matchmaking at the top of the bantamweight division, and was asked about the latest on a Dvalishvili versus O'Malley too. They want to fight each other. I think people want to see it, White said. In their first meeting, Dvalishvili captured his first world title with a dominant decision win over O'Malley at UFC 306 at Sphere in Las Vegas this past September. Since then, Dvalishvili successfully defended his title with an upset win against Umar Nurmagomedov at UFC 311 in January for his 12th consecutive victory. O'Malley has yet to compete since losing the title to Dvalishvili as he's been recovering from injuries.